Okay. Now, we will be learning here on the inverses of function. Yung addition, tas yung inverse operation niya is subtraction. Yung multiplication naman, yung inverse naman niya is division. And paano po kapag may perfect squares na po tayo. Okay? So basically mga anak, if we say inverses, okay, what we're going to do is we're just going to reverse the first one. So for example, meron tayong given na function, ang gagawin lang natin doon is i-reverse lang natin siya. Kung yung hinahanap natin doon sa una is y or the f of x, okay, pag in-inverse natin yon or kapag ni-reverse natin yon, ang hahanapin naman natin is yung x. And that will be the inverse function of a function. Okay, so let's have a example po. Okay, so we have here f of x is equal to 9x squared plus 4. So hindi pa to yung ano ha, parang ano pa lang to, warm up pa lang natin dun sa pinaka-topic po natin. So we have f of x is equal to 9x squared plus 4. So we will be listing down all the sequence or the step po for us to evaluate this function. So ito po yung unang-una nating gagawin po or unang-una natin dapat na malaman or ma-master po bago po natin i-reverse po yung pinaka-function. Okay? Kasi kapag hindi po natin to alam gawin, okay, mahihirapan po tayong mag-reverse po ng pinaka-function natin. Okay, so the step 1, okay, based on the function dito sa given ha, so we will be squaring the input. Ito po siya, i-square natin siya. Okay, we will be multiplying by 9. We will be adding 4. Okay, naka-square yung input, multiply by 9, and then adding 4. Okay, so ganun po yung gagawin natin. Now, mamaya wait lang, siguro nagugulat pa kayo, wait lang po ah. Okay, so pag sinabi nating inverse mga anak, so this is the ordered pairs po natin. Okay, familiar naman siguro kayo kay x tsaka kay y. Okay, ngayon, ito po yung pinaka-proper ordered pairs natin. Once we're going to look for the inverse, we're just going to switch the places. Okay, wherein kapag x po siya, gagawin natin siyang y. And then kapag y po siya, gagawin po natin na x. Okay, and the symbol that we're going to use for the inverse function is this one. Okay, f raised to negative 1 times, f of raised to negative 1 of x. Okay, itong negative 1 po na ito po yung nag-i-indicate po na yung function po natin is a inverse. Okay, so in other words mga anak, ang gagawin lang natin is we're just going to switch all the x that we can find on the function and papalitan lang natin siya ng y. Okay? So example here, we have 1, 2, 2 and 4, 3 and 6, and then 4 and 8. Okay? Gaya ng sinabi ko kanina, pero yung sign niya po sir, hindi po ba mag-iiba? Kapag magpapalit tayo na, hindi na siya mag-iiba. Pero kapag mag-transpose tayo self, mag-iiba po yung sign po natin. Lagi niyong tandaan mga anak, kapag mag-transpose lang po tayo, tsaka lang po tayo magpapalit ng sign. Pero kapag may papalit na lang tayong mga letters, hindi na po natin gagalawin po yung pinaka-sign nung coefficient o nung pinaka-constant po natin. Okay? So example here, so hanapin lang natin yung inverse niyan, meaning pagbabalik ta rin lang natin, yung y gagawin natin x, yung x gagawin natin na y. So the inverse of this example is this one. So we have 2, 1, 4, 2, 6, 3, and then 8, 4. Okay, ni-reverse lang natin ha. Okay. Now, what the function notation or what is really happening when you find the inverse? Okay. So we have here we will be finding the inverse of f of x is equal to 4x minus 2. Okay? So una niyan, meron tayong x. Yun yung pinaka-input natin. Okay, yung variable po. Ang ginawa dyan, minultiply po kay 4, kaya po nagkaroon ng 4x. Okay? Then sinubtract po kay negative 2, kaya 4x minus 2. And that is 4x minus 2 mga anak. Now, kapag hinanap natin yung inverse niyan, okay, babalik ta rin lang natin. Okay, we have x. Laging una si input ha. So, meron tayong x. Okay, then positive 2 over 4. Sir, bakit naging positive 2? Transpose po natin si Negative 2 po sa kabila, kaya po nagkaroon ng positive 2. And bakit po nagkaroon ng over 4? Kasi po para tanggalin po natin yung coefficient kay x, kaya po nagkaroon ng division of 4. Resulting of x plus 2 over 4. And this will be the inverse. Okay, so the inverse is f raised to negative 1 of x is equal to x plus 2 over 4. Okay, so from this function, okay, ito na po yung magiging inverse po niya. Okay, now, ito na po yung pinaka-steps po, so please take down notes mga anak on how we're going to find the inverse of a function. Okay, number one, we will just be switching the x and the y's. Okay, we will be solving for the value of y and then change the functional notation. Okay, kung yung pinaka-function natin written is f of x, so papalitan lang natin siya ng f raised to negative 1 of x. Okay? Okay, example number 1. So find the inverse of f of x is equal to 8x minus 1. Okay? So ito po yung magiging solution po niya. Okay? Una-una natin gagawin mga anak is we're going to change f of x ng y po. Di ba sinabi natin yan sa pinaka-introduction ni function that f of x is just equal to y. Okay? Since on the steps of the inverse, ang sabi doon, we will just be switching x and y. So, kailangan po natin kuhain is y. Okay, ulitin natin. F of x, gagawin lang natin na y. So, that will be the first step. Okay, after nun, okay, ang gagawin naman natin is we're going to switch the position. Okay, ibig sabihin po, lahat po ng y, papalitan natin ng x. Lahat naman po ng x, papalitan po natin ng y. Okay, ito na po yung magsiswitch na po tayo. Kaya po magkakaroon tayo ng x is equal to 8y minus 1. Now, ang hahanapin natin is yung y po. Okay, hindi po si x. Yung y po yung hahanapin natin to find the inverse. Now, sir, paano natin yan hahanapin? This positive 1 will be transposed on the other side. Okay, kaya po magkakaroon tayo ng x plus 1 is equal to 8y. Okay, pareho lang po yan dito. Okay, 8y is equal to x plus 1. X plus 1 is equal to 8y. That is just the same. Now, hahanapin natin si y. So, ang gagawin po natin is we will be dividing both sides by 8 para po matanggal po yung pinaka-coefficient po niya. Okay, so ang matitira po is x plus 1 over 8 is equal to y. Okay, yan naman din po yan. Pareho lang din po yan. Okay, now, ito na po yung magiging answer po natin. Pero sabi nga po dun sa procedure, we will be changing also the notation. Okay, from y, okay, hahanapin natin, since inverse na po ito na po yung pinakagagamitin po natin na function notation. We have f raised to negative 1 of x is equal to x plus 1 over 8. Okay, so this will be the inverse of f of x is equal to 8x minus 1. Okay, so ganun lang po yung gagawin natin pagdating po kay inverse. Another example, so we have 8x minus 2 naman, so di naman nagkaiba. So same pa din po yung procedure. Si f of x po, papalitan natin ng y. Kokopyahin lang natin si 8x minus 2. Next step, lahat ng y, palitan ng x. Lahat ng x, palitan ng y. Okay? Then after po nun, we will be finding the y po ha. Y po yung hinahanap natin pagdating po kay inverse. Okay, so this negative 2 will be transposed on the other side. Magkakaroon tayo ng x plus 2 is equal to 8y. Okay? Just the same na ginawa natin kanina to remove the coefficient, we will be dividing both sides by 8. So cancel. So x plus 2 over 8 is equal to y. So this is just the same with this one. Then after po natin yan mahanap or kapag ganyan na po yung pinaka-form natin, okay, ang next na po na gagawin is we're going to change the function notation. Okay, magiging f raised to negative 1 of x is equal to x plus 2 over 8. So, ganun lang po yung gagawin natin kay inverse. Madali lang po ba? Madali lang ba siya mga anak? Sige, isa pa. So, wag lang tayo malilito mga anak ha. Step-by-step procedure lang tayo. Wag tayo mag-jump agad on the conclusion para po hindi po tayo malilito. Okay, yung mga step-by-step procedure po kasi na ginagawa natin, so this will be our guide po once po na nag-answer na po talaga tayo on our activity po. Okay? So, paano naman sir kapag rational siya? Okay? So, we have here f of x is equal to 3x plus 1 over 2. Okay? So, same pa din po tayo ng gagawin. So, una po, papalitan lang po natin si f of x ng y. Okay, magiging ganito na po siya. Then, after po nun, since napalitan na natin si f of x ng y, switch naman natin siya. Yung y, gagawin natin na x. Yung x naman, gagawin po natin y. And then, we will be finding the value of 2y po. Okay? So, para mahanap natin yan, so solve natin ng maayos. So, we have x is equal to 3y plus 1 all over 2. Okay. So, the first problem that we're going to do or para maayos po nating mahanap po si y is kailangan po matanggal natin yung denominator po natin. Okay? Kailangan ma-eliminate po natin itong si 2 po dito po kay 3y plus 1. So, sir, paano natin yan matatanggal? We can remove that denominator by multiplying both sides by 2. Okay? So, 2 times x, we have 2x is equal to, then 3y plus 1 over 2 times 2. So, cancel, cancel, magiging 3y plus 1. Okay? Natanggal na natin si denominator. Next naman po is ilipat natin si positive 1. So, positive 1 will be transposed on the other side. Magiging 2x minus 1 is equal to 3y. Okay? Next, tanggalin natin si 3. Divide natin both sides by 3. So, cancel. Matitira is 2x minus 1 over 3 is equal to y. So, kapag hindi na natin siya masulat, kapag pala yung answer natin was written already on the simplest form, so ang gagawin na lang po natin is papalitan natin si y ng function notation po ng inverse, which is f raised to negative 1 of x is equal to 2x minus 1 over 3. So, ganun lang po yung gagawin natin kay inverse po. Okay, kapag gets nyo na po yung pinaka step-by-step procedure niya, kung paano natin hahanapin si inverse, madali na lang po to para sa atin po. Okay? Isa pa. Paano naman pag quadratic? So, we have x squared plus 4. Okay? So, ito naman po yung magiging solution po niya. So, f of x will be changed to y. Then, after po nun, magsaswitch na po sila ng position. Si y magiging x, si x magiging y. Okay? And then, hahanapin ngayon natin si y po. Solve natin. Okay? First step po, kailangan matanggal si 4 kasi y po yung hahanapin natin. So, ita-transpose natin siya sa kabila. So, we have x minus 4 is equal to y squared. Okay? Then, after nun, para matanggal naman po yung exponent ni y, okay, ang gagawin po natin is i-square root po natin both sides. Okay? So, pag na-square root yan, cancel si square root, cancel si squared. So, ang matitira is the square root of x minus 4 is equal to y. Okay? Then, after nun, since it was already written on the simplest form, susulat na po natin siya ng gantong format. Okay? So, we have f raised to negative 1 of x is equal to positive negative the square root of x minus 4. Okay? Sir, bakit nagkaroon ng positive negative dyan? Okay, kasi po kapag siguro napansin nyo naman ito, na kapag nag-square root po talaga tayo, meron po talaga dapat siyang positive and the negative symbol. Okay? So, ganyan lang yung gagawin natin mga anak ha. So, master how you're going to find the reversed function for the given function. Una, si f of x, gagawin lang natin na y. Switching the position ng y tsaka ni x. And then, hahanapin na natin yung pinaka-value po ni y. And then, changing into f raised to negative 1 of x as the function notation for the inverse. Okay? Now, sir, paano naman kapag graph? Kasi ito puro equation, di ba? So, madali lang kapag sa equation. Now, paano sir kapag given yung graph, given yung points or whatsoever? Okay, this line on the middle, yan na po yung representation po that y is equal to x. Okay, so kapag mag-graph po tayo ng inverse, lagi po akong dapat makakakita ng line na ganyan. Okay? Siya po kasi magre-represent po or parang malaki po yung pakinabang niya once po na nag-graph na po tayo ng function tsaka nung inverse function. Yung the given function and then the inverse function. For example, we have here the set of points. We have negative 5, 3, negative 4, 2, so on and so forth. So, nung plinat ko po siya sa Cartesian plane, ito po yung naging itsura niya. Okay? And then, hinanap natin si inverse function. So nakita ko si inverse function, 'di ba, nung example number 1 natin, kapag puro coordinates lang yung given, ang sabi ni teacher, pagpapalitin lang natin ng position. So kung dito, ito yung mga x, yung nasa unahan, ito yung y, so pagpapalitin lang natin siya. Si 3 naman yung magiging x, si negative 5 naman yung magiging y. And then once po na plinat ko din po yan dito on the same Cartesian plane, ito naman po yung magiging itsura niya. Okay? So we have here 3, 5. Okay, 3, negative 5. Ito siya. 2, negative 4. 1, negative 3. 1, negative 2. 1, negative 1. 1, 0. And then 5, 1. Okay? So ito yung pinaka-given function. Ito yung given function. And then yung kabila naman po yung inverse. Now, what do you notice po on the graph? Ano po kaya yung mapapansin po natin dito po sa pinaka-graph po natin sa Cartesian plane? Dito po mga anak. Anyone? Wala? Okay. So, ang mangyayari kasi mga anak, once po na nag-graph po tayo ng inverse, nag-change ng position. Okay, aside po na mag-change po siya ng position, kaya po sinasabi ko sa inyo na malaki po yung tulong netong y is equal x na graph, etong block na ito. Okay. Kung mapapansin nyo kasi mga anak, etong graph na ito, si number 1, is just symmetric po kay number 2. Ibig sabihin po niyan, kapag tiniklop ko po yan sa gitna, okay, parehong-pareho po yan sila. Okay? Etong point na to, magmimit yan dito. Etong point na ito, magmimit yan dito. This one here, and this one here. Yes po. So parang nagre-reflect lang po tayo. Now, kapag ganyan po yung graph po natin, meaning tama po yung ginawa po natin. Pero kapag hindi kasi siya symmetrically doon sa pinaka-first na graph po natin or on the first function, meaning meron pong mali doon sa ginawa po natin. It's either on the equation na na-form natin on inverse or sa pagsasubstitute po ng mga value po ni x. Okay, so lagi nating tandaan ha, kapag po magdodrawing na tayo or kapag mag-graph na po tayo, kailangan po yung function given is symmetric doon po sa magiging graph po ni inverse po. Okay, so imagine niyo na lang mga anak sa isip niyo na kapag tiniklop natin yan sa gitna dun sa y is equal to x na graph, okay, magmimit po yan silang dalawa, parehong-pareho lang po. Okay? Another one. So given, we have here 0, -5, -3, -4, 1, 2, then 1, 4. So mapapansin ninyo, again, meron tayong red dyan na line, meaning that is just y is equal to x. Okay, and then yung mga points po na given po sa atin was already plotted na po. Okay, so hanapin natin si inverse. Ayan. So sabi yan daw yung magiging graph ni inverse. Bakit? Okay. So si -5, check natin ha. So -5, 0, ito siya. Kapag in-inverse ko ito anak ha, so magiging x and then y. So we have here -5, 0. Yung color blue anak yung tignan ninyo. So ito siya. -4, -3, -4, -3, 2, 1, and then, wait lang, mali yung representation ko. This is not x to y. This is yx. Okay, 2, 1, and then si 4, 1. Ito siya. Yan. Okay, so mapapansin nyo ulit mga anak, once po na tinikloop natin yan ulit sa gitna, okay, so symmetric po siya dun po sa line na y is equal to x. Okay, so meaning po, tama na naman po yung magiging sagot natin or tama po yung nakuha natin inverse function ng given function po natin. Okay, so yan yung lagi nating tatandaan mga anak kapag po mag-graph na tayo ng inverse. Kailangan po symmetric po sila sa isa't isa. Okay, now, sir, kailan po natin masasabi na ang function po is inverse? Okay? Take note everybody na magkakaroon lang tayo ng inverse function if the function itself is a one-to-one. Natatandaan nyo pa naman siguro yung relation. So we have one-to-one, one-to-many, many-to-one, many-to-many. But not all relation is a function. Yung yung function lang po sa relation is yung one-to-one tsaka many-to-one. But for us to have a inverse function, yung given function daw po dapat is one-to-one. Yun po yung pinaka rule. Okay? So kailangan masasabi siyang one-to-one kapag every domain has a unique value for your range. Okay? So kailangan isa-isa lang siya. So si f of x over 1 is equal lang dapat kay f of x sub 2. Or masasabi natin siyang one-to-one, for example, isang estudyante tapos yung LRN niya. Okay? So yung mga LRN ninyo, okay, unique po yan. Okay? Yung phone numbers ninyo, okay? So each person has a unique phone numbers. Okay? Ganun po siya mga anak. Kailangan one-to-one lang po siya. Okay? Meaning for every value for y, there's just only a one value for x. Yes. Also the fingerprint. Okay? So unique po yan. Sa inyo lang po yan. Kayo lang po may itsurang ganyang fingerprint. So that is also a representation of a one-to-one relation. And kapag one-to-one po yung relation natin, okay, that is also a function. Therefore, we can have an inverse for that function. Okay? So, recall lang tayo ng konti. So, just the same naman na yan, explaining kung ano po yung one-to-one. Okay? Ito, example. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 10, and then 8, 10. First question. This is for your recitation, ha? Is this a relation? Is this relation a function? Yes or no, then explain why. Is this relation a function? So, check nyo muna. Okay? So, sige, tulungan kayo ni teacher. So, meron tayong 1, 3, 6, 8. Meron tayong 2, 4, 10. 1 is for 2, 3 is for 4, 6 is for 10, 8 is for 10. Okay, based on the diagram above, is this relation a function? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is a relation. Kindly explain, Zeph, why?
Kasi po sir, nire-represent po ng function po yung relation between po sa two values po, which is many to one po siya.
Okay, so this is a many to one, therefore this is a function. Very good, Zeph. Okay, next question. Is this relation one to one? So nasagot na ni Zeph. So sabi niya this is a many to one, therefore the answer is no. Okay? Very good observation mga anak. Another one. How about this one? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 10, 8, and 11. Same question. Is this relation a function? Yes or no? Then explain why. Anyone who would like to try?
Sir, yes po.
Luella said it's yes. Bakit naman kaya anak?
Sir, yung ano niyo po is one-to-one. So, it is considered as a function.
Okay. So this example is yes, this is a function, and yes, this is a one-to-one relation. Okay? I'm so happy for all of you anak na nakikita nyo na or you can identify very easily kung paano natin siya masasabing function and kung anong klaseng relation siya. Okay, so teacher will end here po muna since it's almost, it's overtime na. So 3:12 na po tayo. Okay, so teacher will